Good morning. I am now speaking with Ms. Mayor Oren Mahoney, and we are at the Happy Kids Day in Cupertino today. It's a lot of interesting stuff going on. Mr. Mayor, thank you so much.
Good to be here. Yeah, as always, another beautiful day in Cupertino and another festival celebrating our diversity and bringing people out to see other cultures.
I love the theme, Happy Kids Day.
So this is his fourth year here in Cupertino. They started out with a smaller event over next to the library in Library Field, and they outgrew that last year, moved over here into Memorial Park, and they're starting to fill the park, and it's just getting bigger and better every year.
So what do you think of the festival this year?
It's great. So one of the things, it's the organization that's behind it is the Taiwanese American Cultural Association. And it started out, as it still is, a celebration of Taiwanese culture, but now that's really expanded kind of in a typical Cupertino way to do all kinds of different cultures. So just before I came over here, I was watching a Ukrainian folk group sing and perform, and I know they have all kinds of other groups this afternoon.
What has impressed you the most about it this year?
Well, I think it's just, first of all, how many people are here this early in the morning. I'm involved in some other festivals, and usually they don't get really going until about noon when people come for the food, and then they kind of get more energized in the afternoon. But here, as soon as I got here, there were people streaming across the street, and they have a great lineup of performers this year, including an international group. There's a world-renowned group. Let me make sure I got it right. It's the Taipei Youth Folk Sports Group. And they're a select group that have been performing all over the U.S. In fact, they're going, after this performance, up to Sacramento. They've been in Portland already, and Seattle and Los Angeles. So they're a really well-respected group with all kinds of specific folk dancing, including, one of them shuttlecock. They bounce shuttlecocks around. That's one I really want to see. That's something I've never seen before. But they do a lot of special things. They've been trained for that. And I think that's one of the things that's bringing people out today as well.
That's it's a great way to bring people together, right?
It is.
And it's the city of Cupertino is sponsoring them this year. What's the reasoning behind that?
Well, the city of Cupertino really supports, we have a lot of, as I say, different cultural festivals. I mean, we have one all-American one, which is 4th of July. But then our sister cities put on different events. So the Cherry Blossom Festival is put on by our sister city, Toyokawa, Japan, that organization. The Fall Festival is put on by the Rotary Club here in conjunction with the World Journal, and that's coming up. And then the Diwali Festival is put on with the Chamber of Commerce. So Cupertino is very diverse from the citizens' backgrounds. A lot of Chinese and Indian residents here, primarily because of the schools. The schools are great. Those cultures value education and are attracted to Cupertino. And because of that, we really like the city really supports that, the diversity and people understanding other cultures. And it's great now that we're branching out of that to see all these other cultures, Ukrainian, etc. So it's just a fun place to be, and it's a great city.
Well, thank you so much for stopping by KMVT, and thank you for being here and showing support for your city. I think you're doing a great job, Mayor.
Thank you. Thank you. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, thanks.
Okay, Joe, it's great to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
And I have to admit, I'm scared to death of what's behind me.
Well, what we got here is Zena. She's a Burmese python. She's from Burma, and we're here at the Cupertino's Kids Show, and we're taking pictures with her for $2 Happy Money.
I can see the kids are just fascinated.
Yes.
Tell me about this particular snake.
She's a Burmese python. She's a constrictor. She's a very sweetheart. She's so sweet. We feed her drumsticks as for food, not besides rabbits and rats and stuff like that. But she'll be 22 feet long and about 200 pounds, so she's full grown.
Oh my God. Let me ask you a question. This snake, is it ever, if it's not domesticated, would it kill someone?
Yeah, oh yeah, yeah.
Is it the one that wraps around people, or does it bite them?
Yes, it's the one that wraps around people.
I just heard a story last week in Canada. I'm sure you heard it.
I I did.
How do you feel about that, being someone who has these in your care?
Well, right now they find out it's a murder investigation, so the snake didn't kill the kids, the owners did, or whoever was there.
So you don't. So that it's not true that there was a snake that killed the kids. Really?
Really.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So tell me about the yellow snake.
This is an albino Burmese python who's from, same thing as that from Burma, but albino phased.
Oh, so this one is just needs some sunshine.
Yes. Yes.
That is.
Uh,
And then this. You want to tell me a little bit?
This is my wife's
Hi.
lizard.
Tell me about your lizard.
This is Moose. He's a Savannah monitor, and he's gonna get a little bit bigger than this. He's pretty tame. So you don't want to pet him?
No, no. Thank you, but no thank you. How did you guys?
He's really tame. He's really tame. We
Yeah.
do reptile rescue.
Oh, you do? So you're kind of like the guy that used to be, what's his name again? The Aussie guy who ended up
Steve
dying?
Irwin.
Yes.
And we also do rattlesnake removal.
Oh, you do?
Yes.
How about alligators?
No.
You have your limits, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
How long have you guys been doing this?
How long have we been doing this? Yeah.
25 years. And where do you have a farm? How do you keep them safe?
Actually, we do it out of our home right now. Hopefully someday we'll be able to have a nice big facility that everybody can come and visit. But right now we house about 200 reptiles.
Where is your house?
In Vallejo.
So you have a home in Vallejo with all of these. Is your place a very gated, very secure compound?
Yeah, we got these guys around.
How many animals do you have?
Around 200.
Oh my God, are you really serious? Do you have a lot of people come by? Is it like for show or is it just for a part of your family and your collection?
We do part of our families, and we also take them to do reptile shows with them. We do schools, birthday parties, 4-H clubs, Mother's Days, Father's Day. Places like this, you know, we go all over.
We do a lot of education too, so people don't just run out and buy a snake like Xena. They kind of know what they're getting into before they decide to do it. So, yeah.
I have to ask you, because they're still animals, do you ever worry that they'll turn on you? Who wants the answer?
No,
Never.
no.
Why are you so confident? I had a dog that was my pet just bite me one day.
I've been doing this all my life. And you can see I still have my fingers, so I'm doing something right.
Where did you grow up?
South San Francisco.
You are a city boy and you're doing this.
I love them.
How did you get started?
Oh, tadpoles.
I don't know what to say. Tadpoles? So you graduated from tadpoles to what's behind me here.
Yes, yes.
All I can say is I'm fascinated. How do people know where you're showing up? If someone has a love for snakes and the different animals, how do they know where to find you guys?
She knows the website.
It's www.jnwreptiles.com.
Do you have kids?
Yes.
How many?
I have one son, he's 15.
And he loves the animals, I take it. And you never worried that his life was ever in danger. All I can tell you is this has been a fascinating experience. This is the closest I've come to any of these types of animals.
Would you like to pet him? Right in front of the camera. Right, you got to pet him. This in front of the camera. All you just like that. All you just like that. Bring him up here. Bring him up here.
Oh my God, are you serious?
Yes, good. He's really tame.
Okay.
See? There you go. Look at that. So you did it.
I did. Now I can say I pet a very dangerous animal.
And now that should we tell her that there's lizard behind her?
Okay. Okay, that's Mango. What is Mango?
Mango's a bearded dragon. She's from Australia. And she's one of the kids' favorites because she's just so docile and so awesome.
How many different types of animals you guys have in your home?
We got snakes, lizards, turtles, tortoises, frogs, salamanders, dogs and cats, and fish.
Pigs, guinea pigs, potbelly pigs, birds.
So I think you guys should just make a zoo. What do you think? Have you ever thought of having a neighborhood zoo?
Anybody out there that wants to donate so that we can do that, we'll be more than happy to take that money so we can actually open up a zoo and be able to open it up to the public.
I think anything that will make people happy, as long as you're safe and they're safe, you can't go wrong.
As you can see, everybody's having a great time.
Yeah, you're the most popular booth here.
Yeah.
Well, thank you both so much. It was lovely to meet you. Thank you. I'm very blown away. Dr. Frank Wong, you are the founder of this wonderful event that's taking place here today. Thank you for the chance to speak with you.
Thank you very much for your chance to come to broadcast this, and we appreciate.
Where did the idea come from to do this?
Well, the idea is we live in here for 37 years, and we see the community, the groups getting the age older and older. We say, hey, we cannot go like this. We need a kind of different trend. So we say, well, how about start with a young age? Normally we have a community activities start with like us. We stay here 30 years, 20 years, and they are getting old. And old.
Right.
So we say, hey, we like to bring the idea for the young age people. And we have one successful story in Taiwan. That's about 20 years ago, and they continue have like this kind of Happy Kids Day. They have whole month instead of one day, and very successful. Every year they attract so many people, so many young kids, and also international. So I say, hey, maybe we can copy that kind of idea to here. So we first year, 4 years ago, we start with in the library.
Okay.
And with a volunteer group, we start, and the content are very successful. I think it's a community love this kind of idea. Bring the kids together, and not only kids. When you bring the kids, your parents come out, grandparents also come out. So one kid will bring three.
It's a family thing.
So we say, hey, that's good. So we maintain this. So this is our 4th year, so we're expanding very much. This year it is maybe like a 25, 30,000 attendance.
Wow.
Yeah, so we are happy to this, and everything's free admission, and you can pray here as long as you want. And you also can see the different culture. From a young age, you can see this. And broader, you have a kind of harmonic to the community. And that's our purpose.
It was a great idea.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think of it this year?
Oh, it's very good, very successful, I think. And bring so many kids come out, and they are happy. That's our goal, is have a happy memory of kids. And when you have a happy young kids memory, you will have a happy adult. So that's our purpose, and we see that. We saw that.
I agree with you. I just interviewed a gentleman on the other side with some puppets.
Oh, yeah.
And he drove all the way from Los Angeles with his wife.
Oh, yeah.
And he was telling me the reason that he's doing this is the happiest days of his life he spent with his father and those puppets. So now he's keeping his father's legacy alive by doing this every year.
Yes, yes.
What do you think the Happy Kids Day will be like in 10 years from now?
I think it will continue like this. It will grow and grow more, and because this will be known and people kind of appear to this, appreciate this. It's like a Disneyland. What do you think of the Disney will be 10 years from now? They will go and grow.
Right.
Because the kids love it. But we need every year, we need to bring new things in to attract the kids.
Well, thank you so very much, and I hope it spreads through the Bay Area, and that Cupertino will not be the only place doing this.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right.
Okay, we're continuing doing interviews here at the Happy Kids Day Festival in Cupertino. And now I get to speak with these beautiful women and this gentleman, Abraham. They're going to tell us about their dance troupe. Abraham, thanks for doing this interview.
Thank you for having us with you here.
Okay, I'm going to go around and get everyone's names. Your name is?
Emma, Norma,
Alondra,
Isabel,
Araceli.
So are you guys a dance troupe that performs here in the Bay Area? Who are you?
So we come from the Ballet Folclórico Fuego Nuevo. We are situated in San Jose. We have performings from private parties to bigger events. Any kind of events would do. We practice 3 days a week. We're very dedicated to our culture, and we hope to see more events with you.
Well, tell us a little bit about your culture.
Well, our culture is obviously Mexico, our beautiful country, one of the largest countries in Central America, aside from the United States. We have 32 states, and as you can see here, we have various dresses and attires representing different regions from our country.
Good job! I love how you explained that. So how long have you guys been performing and how do people find you?
The group has been around for around 7.5 years. Some of us have been in our group dancing for 3, 4, or since it opened for the first time.
That's wonderful. So if someone wants to see you perform on a regular basis, is there a theater or a place where you guys meet and perform, or do you only do private parties?
Well, we do private parties. They can visit us at Ballet Folclórico Fuego Nuevo.org, and we have our email there, and we have our phone and contact names.
How can we see you guys dance? Can you dance a little bit for us right now while we've got the camera on you?
Sure, we'd love to.
Okay, great! We are continuing our coverage today at the Happy Kids Day Festival, and I'm now speaking with Damien. Would you tell us about your organization and your group?
Okay, so our group is the Taijimen Qigong Academy. So from our name is about the Qigong. So the Qigong, I think, is a very traditional culture from the Chinese culture. So the Qigong means we have to practice our breathing to make our body healthy. But I think the most important, because we have the master, our Shifu, always told us not only be healthy in our body, also happy in our mind. So we have to practice smiling. So if you see our group, we are always smiling everywhere. Yeah, just like you. How beautiful. So our Shifu always told us a very good thought need to spread out over the world. So that's the reason why we are here. So we are promoting the love and peace, promoting our smile and a healthy body.
So this is very similar to yoga. They have a similar type philosophy, don't they?
I think yoga is more like the body control and the breathing control, but the Qi is a little different because just like in the ancient China, we also have the martial art. So the martial art is totally different from the yoga. So I think the Qi is more like how we can balance our body. So not only balance the body, also balance the mind. So just like if we want to go to the work, we have any difficult, we need to be smiling to any difficulty. That will make our life better.
Got it. So why are you guys dressed in this costume? It looked like you were dancing. How is this related to what your organization stands for?
Because you see our people always wear in the white. I think that means because we want to bring the help, the happy, the peace to the worldwide. So that's the reason why we choose the white dress. And we can also see the Taiji mark here. This means there's a lot of only 8 combination here, but inside there's 1,000 different variation. So that means one behavior can be very different. It depends on us. It depends on you, how we can act by ourselves.
That is really good. So you did a performance just now over there on the main stage. What did you guys do?
Yeah, so our performance including a lot of different activity. For example, if you see the children, they are just the smiling, dancing. That means we have the very energetic boys, girls in our group. But just like me, I'm more like the martial art. So I play the flag. So the flag is more like the Kung Fu rod and the Kung Fu rap. And we also have a different instrument, have a different sounds. That means the piece of the sound.
Can you do something for us? Can you do a little performance for us? That would be great. Thank you.
那我们就1、2、3的分体耶 ，OK 吗？就给他们就好了。我来喊哦，就1、2、3，乐分体耶。然后要超级叫了，好来 ，You ready？ 好 ，1、2、3，乐分体耶耶。Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank
That
you.
was really awesome. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So you, at the end of a festival like this, do you have a meeting to make sure everybody has done it right? And how does it? You just go off to your respective destinations?
Yeah, usually after the activity, we will go back to our group and then we will always discuss how it's good today, how it's bad today. We want to get a lot of improvement by every activity.
Thank you so very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much for sharing with us what's going on in here. Would you like to tell us what these dolls are about?
Those are my personal collection, and it's a very important show, important hand puppet art in Taiwan. So we want to show this to the local public for that my collection. And this is the hand puppets, and you can see from there. From the Mega Sofa is about 200 years history. It's from traditional to the modern TV hand puppet show. So I have a whole collection.
How many do you have in your collection?
My personal collection about 200.
Wow! When did you start collecting?
I started collection in 1997. Yeah. It's a kind of memory of my father.
Oh, so tell us how your father is connected to this.
Oh, because when I was a child, I always go with father to see the hand puppet show in Taiwan.
Yes.
They perform in the local village, from one village to other, and I always follow my father to watch the show. You know, they perform just in front of the temple, and it's the best life of best childhood of my life. So after my father passed away, I kind of sad, but this is a very good memory for me to collect what we have good time with my father.
Yeah, this keeps you connected to your father, even though he's gone. It's like his legacy.
Right, exactly. Every time I see this, I think about my father when we have a good day in an early childhood. Yeah.
That's wonderful. Where do you keep them?
If I don't do exhibition, I keep in my home, and in the box, you know. But every time I do quite often in a talk show or in exhibition. Yeah, and all this very elaborate puppets, and they all handcuffed. The head is a handcuff,
Yes.
and also the costume is embroidery, honey embroidery, and each head too is all by hand.
Wow, this is a very impressive collection. You know what? Let's come around this way so we can get the ones on this
right,
side. Okay, Tammy, we don't want to leave you out. Come on, come on.
Okay.
So, Tammy, how do you participate in this?
I didn't do anything. I just help. That's his toy.
Good job. So you're a great team, right?
Yeah.
Where do you do your talk shows? Where do you go and talk?
Oh,
shows?
sometimes I talk show in a TV station. You know, sometimes in English, sometimes in Chinese language. Yeah.
Have you ever been to KMVT? That's the station that I'm with.
No.
Well, good. We need to get you in there, okay? I'll get
Okay,
your card before I go.
I appreciate your interview, and I think this is the very nice art to present to the local public. I think that it can be claimed as the masterpiece of the oral and intangible human heritage, and I think we should put this on the list.
I agree with you, and you know what? Anything that will bring joy to someone and keep a memory as precious as a father to someone
Right.
is an incredible
Exactly.
purpose to be working on.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Yes. This is very tricky, very magic. That when your hand put in the head of the puppet, you will make that puppet alive, make that puppet talk. So that's very interesting, very magnificent art.
Can you make one speak for me, please?
Yes, how are you? I'm come from Taiwan long time ago, but I live in Los Angeles, and it's today come here in Cupertino to meet the local people. It's my happy day, and also a happy kids day. It's also my happy days.
And you know what? Kids love puppets. So this was just a perfect gift to offer to the kids today, right?
Yes, exactly, yeah.
So you live in Los Angeles.
Right, I drive 8 hours to come here, just present one day show. Tomorrow I'm going home, another 8 hours.
You know what? It was worth it. And I am so happy I got the chance to come and speak with you and to learn about what you're doing.
Me, yeah, because that make my day very worthwhile.
Yeah, so why is Tammy hiding? Tammy, get over here. You had to drive 8 hours too, don't forget, right?
Yes.
So you helped to keep all of his collections together with him.
Right.
How does this make you feel?
Very tired.
Why?
Worth it. Right.
Do you have any children?
I have two big adults, children.
How did they like this when they were growing up?
Oh, they see it, but they are not as passionate as myself.
Well, you're still alive.
Right.
They don't need the puppets.
Because when I do this exhibition, and when kids put the finger in the puppets and I try to move as life for as possible, that make me very happy. Yeah.
Well, thank you so very much. I am excited like one of the kids here today. It was a pleasure.
Yes,
Thank you
very
so
much.
much. Thank you. Dr. Wu,
Hi.
thank you so much for allowing us to learn a little bit about what acupuncture is. Most people already know, but I'd like them to hear it from you. And you are with the Agape Asian Mission
Yes.
Foundation.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about that quickly.
Actually, I'm a licensed acupuncturist from Cornerstone Acupuncture Center. The Agape mission invited me to be a volunteer here to help kids to see if they can know better for their health. Actually, it's for the parents.
That's amazing. So you're using acupuncture as a diagnostic tool to figure out if the kids are healthy or if something is wrong?
Actually, this time we use the navel. You look at kids' navel, you almost can tell their health. In Chinese medicine, there are many ways to determine the health condition. And for kids, because they cannot communicate, so we look at their navel and tell them 90% is pretty amazing match to what they have.
That's amazing. Can you do that with old people like me?
For senior, we do the navel, we also do pulse reading.
You do. So with adults, you use the pulse, and with children, you use the navel.
For adult, we use pulse and the navel.
That's pretty amazing. I saw you examining some tiny babies this morning,
Yes.
and I was wondering, what is he doing? So that's what you were doing.
Yes.
So when someone comes to you with a child that they're concerned about, you start there, and then what?
Then we provide a treatment plan and to tell the parents there are certain lifestyle they have to change. For example, a lot of kids drink ice water, eat ice cream, do not wear shoes at home. We believe that develop a coldness in the body. And if the kids has indigestion, slow growing, frequently catch a cold or have allergies, the coldness will be the reason. So you need to change lifestyle. Second thing, you can do pediatrician massage or acupuncture or heating therapy to help the body, the circulation, get rid of the coldness, and the kids can recover.
That's amazing. What is the biggest myth you hear all the time associated with acupuncture? And debunk it for us.
Actually, for acupuncture, a lot of people don't understand. It's just a stimulation. Doesn't matter how it's stimulated. Herbs is from internal, massage, acupuncture, or scraping. Some people heard it, or cupping. All these ones from outside is outside stimulation. But what happened for health? Yes. Okay. There's one thing a lot of people don't understand. For health, we have 4 stages. Number 1 is healthy. Number 2 is weak. Number 3 is unhealthy. It means you have some symptoms. But when you see an MD, they say you're fine. Last one called sick. It means lab test shows something wrong. I tell people just like a car. The first one, new car. Second one, drive 3-5 years. Third one is a yellow light on. The last one will be red light on. Acupuncture is to help you to do a turn up. So like when the yellow light on, there are some symptoms. We do not fix you. We help you turn up. Then can keep on going.
Thank you so much. We've got to go because we've run out of time, but very quickly, tell us your website.
It's acupuncturecanhelp.com.
Thank you so much, Dr. Wu. This
Thank you.
was great. I really appreciate it. Thank you. We are at the Happy Day Kids Festival, and I am speaking with Leon. Leon, thanks for letting me do this interview with you.
No problem. Thank you.
Would you tell us about your temple and how and what its significance has to do with this event?
Mazu Temple originated from this temple originated from Taiwan, and Mazu is a goddess of sea. Since Taiwan is a small island, we rely in the old days we rely on the sea for all the food and everything else that Taiwan needed, in the past.
And so this is the God that, like every country, has a God that predominantly different people believe in.
Yeah.
Does everybody in your country worship this God?
A lot of people, because it's more like traditional passing down.
Yeah.
Because Taiwan is a small island, we're always at the mercy of the sea, from typhoons and also natural disasters from the sea.
And now that you live in America, is this still the God that you believe in?
Yeah, I've been helping here since around like third grade, so like 10 years already.
So you've been living in America for 10 years?
12.
12 years. And how do you see your God helping you here in this country?
Protect me, I guess, and help, so if ending having problems, people can always ask her for help or guidance.
And she gives it to you.
Yeah, and in a way, she won't give you a straight up answer, but you need to interpret it the way you think she's trying to tell you.
That's really great. I really respect, what people believe in. As long as it's working for their lives, I think it's great. What do you do here in the Bay Area?
I just started college, and for the temple, I'm the official photographer.
Oh, you're the photographer. Okay, great. Well, I thank you so much for sharing this, sharing a little bit of the history of your beliefs with us. And I hope you enjoy the rest of today. Thank you.
No problem.
Thank you. Carl,
Hi.
nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
We saw your sign, and we wanted you to share with us what the Taiwanese Alumni Association is all about.
Okay, so Taiwanese Alumni Association is we create a platform for the students in Bay Area or the university in Bay Area. Yeah, so we have some barbecue event or some volunteer event for people to know each other. Yeah, all the students to know each other. Yes.
So any student, any Asian student, or only the students from Taiwan?
Yeah, only the student for Taiwan right now. Yeah.
And when you say you prepare a platform, what do you mean? You provide housing, you direct them to colleges. Tell us what prepare a platform really means.
We play platform like, for example, for students who looking for a job or looking for like career plan, or they needed some help for the housing, cars, and a lot of like life need. Then we can provide the information for them. Yeah.
So you're kind of like an embassy.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Same type of principle.
Yes, that's correct.
So they come here. How do they know where to find you? Is this something they learn before they come to America?
Actually, we have each school they have a little association. So over there, we broadcast what kind of help we can provide them. And like every year, early of the year, we gather them together. All the president over there, gather them together, so let them know what we can help. Yeah, what kind of stuff we do for them.
Is this a non-profit organization?
Yeah, that's correct. It's a non-profit organization.
So this is a free service you provide to the student?
Yes, that's correct. Yeah.
That's great. That's really admirable. Because when you're going into another country, especially one like America, it can be overwhelming. So I think it's great that you have this platform for the students.
Oh yes, yeah. That's why we start this organization. That's why we try to do our best, because we live here for a while, so we know everything, all the culture, right, all the information. So we want to share all the students from Taiwan. Yeah.
Where did this idea come from? Did someone come here and experience some difficulty, and then you saw the need to do this? And how instrumental were you in setting up this foundation?
Oh, actually, this organization started from 5 years ago. Okay. Yeah, and some senior people that live here more than 20 years. They think, most of them are retired, so they have ability and more resources. So they want to help the society. All the Taiwanese students make better life over here. Yeah.
That's really great. I think it's great that you guys are doing this to help these students that are coming in, and I hope all the other countries have a similar type platform and organization to assist their students when they come here. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you so much. Yeah.
Thank you. I'm now speaking with Jonathan and Michael, and they are from UCSF Dental School, and they're here with the Agape Asian Mission Foundation organization.
That's right.
Guys, I have to tell you, I'm sure you've never worn an outfit that looked as great as this on you before.
Other than Halloween.
I think it's great. So you're studying to become dentist?
That is correct. Afterwards, hopefully, I'm going to go into pediatric dentistry as well.
Oh, that's great. And you?
For me, I'm probably going to look for further education, maybe an AEGD or GPR, advanced education dentistry.
So why are you here today, and what part are you playing in this foundation?
So the president of our foundation is actually a professor at our university. So he asked our student group to come out and just help out on a weekend and to get involved, just serving the community. And that's why we're here.
Are you guys going to get extra marks wearing this outfit and doing this?
We didn't anticipate on it, but if there definitely is extra credit or extra marks, we're definitely going to welcome that idea.
I think you deserve it. What do you want people to know about dentistry? And we only have 1 minute. Who wants to answer?
Well, a lot of people don't understand that cavities is actually a disease process. So rather than just going in for the drill and fill, a lot of times you actually have to go in and cure the underlying disease, which is caries. And so through prevention and things like that, it can really improve the outcome in the children. So.
Thank you, guys. This is awesome. Do you want to say anything to viewers watching this regarding what you're studying?
In regards to what I'm studying, we're just out here today serving the community like Michael said. And just to reiterate what he said in regards to the caries process, we're just here basically challenging the notion that coming to see the dentist is not a scary thing. All we really want to do is prevent disease early, so therefore you don't have to come in for that nasty drill and fill, that kind of scary notion that people know. And here we're just basically showing the community that, we're out here, we're available, and it's honestly a wonderful process.
Thank you so much. We'll look for your names in your dental offices, and we'll come in and remind you of this day. Thank you. Thank you so much. Good luck, guys.
Thank you very much.
Sure. Enjoy. Hi, Jeffrey. Thank you so much for talking to me. I noticed your friends were a little shy and they took off. Yeah. Tell us who you guys are.
We are Boy Scouts of America, and I am from Troop 452.
You're from where?
Troop 452.
Okay, and tell us what you've been doing lately. How long have you been part of this?
Well, I've been a part of scouting for a pretty long time. I started since I was an elementary school kid, and now that I am a Boy Scout, I can see how scouting has been a huge part of my life.
What are some of the things that you have done as a scout that has left an indelible mark and makes you proud that you've been involved?
Something that scouting has, well, affected me is through its programs and the life skills it teaches, such as leadership and time management. And for the events that, events that can make it like a big, has made a big impact on my life are
Okay.
Where was I?
You're telling me some events that's impacted your life.
Oh yeah, that's right. So some events that have impacted my life is some camporees we hold, such as a Casa Camporee and District Camporee. And these two events, they gather a whole bunch of other troops from, in Casa Camporee, they gather troops from the Casa District, and then for District Camporee, it's any troop that is from around like the area. And we participate in many activities which will allow us to bond and compete, which is very fun. Yeah.
Well, obviously you've learned very good values and discipline from being a part of the Boy Scout. When you were in school, how did you, you were exposed to lots of different kids.
Yep.
How do you think this separates you from the rest? This separated you from the rest in terms of your responsible, irresponsible behavior?
So
I guess what I'm asking you is sometimes when you're in school, kids have a tendency to want to get into pranks, to play pranks, and it makes you cool. When you were put in a situation like that, do you believe that being a Boy Scout helped you to make a choice that for the better?
yes, it has, because in Boy Scouts you will learn lots of morals about life and between what's good and bad. So let's say, for example, there's a group of kids that want to pull a prank on, let's say, a neighbor, and they want to throw, or they want to, I don't know, throw toilet paper and ruin his house. Well, a person who has been in scouting for a long time, he will think that the neighbor, he will have a very long and difficult time cleaning up all that mess. So he will think and really just not do the act because it's not kind, which is part of our scout laws.
I am very happy to hear that. So I think as a responsible citizen, you were before and you're definitely now. What do you want to say to boys and girls that are watching this show right now?
Is this live?
No, it will be.
Oh. Well, I would like to tell all the boys and girls that are watching this right now that scouting is a great program for, well, any age, and you can join such program, or you can join similar programs such as Cub Scouts, Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, or Adventure Crew. And if you join these programs, you can experience many more activities that you will, or you won't experience in your regular school life.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, bye-bye. Shelly, Gilbert, thank you for allowing me to come over here and do this quick interview with you about your participation in today's events. Tell us about what you do.
We're the California Turtle and Tortoise Club. We do turtle and tortoise rescue. We promote the facility and promotion of care of turtles, native and non-native species.
Okay.
California Turtle Club, we'll be celebrating 50 years, July 2014. That's how long we've been around. We have 14 chapters all throughout California, and Silicon Valley is the most northern chapter. So we've been around a long time.
50 years? Where were you hiding? Where do you live, and how do people see your turtles?
I live in Sunnyvale and Silicon Valley. We have members all through the Silicon Valley area and Bay Area. So we've been around. Our chapter is going on 5 years.
And how many turtles do you have, and what is the chapter? You have turtles. What else do you have?
We have turtles and tortoises. We do rescue mostly all of them, and we do adoptions. So people do adoption forms, and we check out the yards, make sure they have all the facilities to be able to care for them before we do adoptions out. So they go through a screening on everything that we do adoptions, and we get them in almost every day. If people don't want them anymore, we take them in and care for them until we find new homes for them.
What is it like to care for a turtle?
A turtle and a tortoise, we make sure they're healthy, we're all cared for, and it takes a commitment. It takes a commitment because a lot of them are going to outlive you.
What kind of care is what I'm asking? The snakes, obviously, it's a whole different ballgame. I just talked to your friend Joe with the big snakes. But though the turtles aren't harmful or potentially won't harm anybody, or am I wrong?
They won't harm you. The tortoise, especially during the wintertime, you got to make sure they have nice, warm housing. Some of them do hibernate, so you got to make sure that they're not going to be get a waterlog or they're going to freeze or anything like that. So you got to make sure some of them you can take in, put in a box, put in your garage so they can hibernate and be kept warm and dry. So then there are species like the cicada right here. He does not hibernate.
See the big one?
This guy does not hibernate.
Can we just get a shot?
This guy does not hibernate. He's awake all year round. So you got to supply him warm and dry housing for the wintertime. So he's kept warm and dry because they can get respiratory health for them. So you got to.
Well, thank you. Where do you keep these, in your home, in your garage?
We keep them at my home, or some of our members do care for them. We spread them out because not all one person can keep all these tortoises at the one location. So we spread them out.
How often do kids and other people get to enjoy them, and where do you typically show them?
Some of them I'll show them at my home, or one of our members has a big spread, and we have one of our members just had open house. We did a big open house at his place, and he showed them all the different types of species he had.
So your home is open to the public to come by and take a look anytime they want to?
Yes, it is.
Oh, that's really good to know. So can you tell me your website address in case someone watching wants to bring their children over?
My website is tortoise.whisper@yahoo.com.
Thank you so very much. I really enjoyed learning about what you're doing, and so much going on right under our noses and we don't know, right? Thanks for events like this that we get to learn, because I'm sure that a lot of children would love to come by and enjoy them on your property.
I'm available anytime.
Well, thank you so much, and enjoy the rest of your day. You play for the Raiders currently?
I retired. 09 was my last season. So I played for the Carolina Panthers, got the Super Bowl ring, got traded to the Raiders, and I retired out here because the Bay Area is like, I can't get enough of it.
Where are you from originally?
I'm from Houston, Texas, and I went to school to play Kansas State, and then I got drafted to the Carolina Panthers. But only problem with the East Coast is the weather out there. I mean, you pay more here, but you're paying not to deal with the winter, so I'll do it.
Well, forgive me if I ask you any questions that sound inappropriate, but I'm not big on the sport, so.
Oh, neither am I, so don't worry.
What are you doing now?
You know what? First of all, I saved most of my money, so I get to retire, a little comfortable right now. And I'm just, you play football your whole life, and then you're done. There's so many things you can do. Like, I couldn't ride a motorcycle or snowboard before, so I've done all that, which is, it's kind of overrated, but. I do a lot of animal rescue in the city of Oakland. I work with Oakland Animal Shelter, and I'm on the board of Contra Costa Humane, so it's kind of like my second passion. So I got to play football the first half of my life, and now I get to do animal rescue. So
that's awesome. I believe anytime you're doing what you love to do, it's worthwhile, and you make a difference in other people's lives because your enthusiasm comes through, right?
Well, and I don't have to fake anything. It's really fun. You just, it's not a, you go from a high profile job to, this job's more rewarding than, because you do so much and people appreciate so much. It's just, that's what keeps me going. You only volunteer, and I have my own nonprofit that it's all donations, so it's fun.
How are you connected to Joe? Do you work with him in rescuing some of the animals that he has?
I do. J&W Reptiles and Four-Legged Angels kind of partnered up, or the 501c3, and we have common goals, the same mission statement, and I met Joe probably in 2009, the year I retired, and it's just blossomed since then. Joe is like a Samoan Crocodile Dundee. I don't know if you got that, but none of what you saw is an act. That is Joe to the T. I've gone on snake calls with him. He's just, he's doing stuff. I'm kind of like, hey, what are you doing? I'm like, back up, that thing's gonna bite you. But he's been doing it since he was a kid. He's a good man to be around.
Yeah, I was very blown away by his love for these animals and his trust. He trusts them completely.
Well, I think he trusts them because he knows them. Like, even with the big snake over there, Xena, I've had snakes before, so I kind of know how to handle them, but there's still a trust level I don't have. He handles them a lot different because he can tell whenever they give telltale signs just like anything else. He's got his rescue. I don't know if he told you, he has a crocodile that I think he has two of them that somebody they got too big and they were gonna get rid of him, and he rescued him. I'm telling you, he's a reality show waiting to happen.
Yeah, he's the real deal. Well, thank you for taking the time to talk to me, and it was lovely to meet you.